Lynn? People saying yes? Awesome. Good? Cool. So come over here. So I'm working with my assistant. Jolynn is actually going to be giving me all the questions today. Now, so my goal for you today is by the end of this webinar to have everything you need to go start a marketing business and start earning hands-off commissions starting immediately. And this is doing it with, even if you've never, recommended or marketed products online before, you have no technical skills, and without being, incongruent with yourself, like pushy, slimy, or salesy online, anything that would offend, people with marketing-wise. Now, I want to make clear this training is the real deal. I'm not sure if you have seen me on, where you found out about me, if you've seen me on TV, or if you've seen me in, the news magazines, or, just online on YouTube or Facebook. But if you've done any research on me, you'll know that I'm the real deal, and, I'm respected by some of the top internet marketers, and I know my stuff. So you're getting the best information here that you possibly can, and I'm going to be showing you the exact strategies that I've used to grow my own marketing business to doing the point where it's done over $3.9 million in just 4 years. So in today's webinar, we're going to cover a few things. So number one is we're going to cover why marketing is the best place to start right now as an entrepreneur. Number two is we're going to go over the only 3 things that you need to make 6 figures or even 7 figures per year, as I am, as an internet marketer. Oh, excuse me, that was weird. We're going to go over, I guess, drinking a little beer. I'm having some fun in Vegas. What can you blame me? We're going to go over how to pick a niche and, create your first commissions today. Now, a lot of people have problems choosing where they start, and we're going to totally obliterate that excuse to not starting your online business, and we're going to figure out your niche in today's webinar. That's why you need your notebook, and it's going to be congruent with you, and it's going to be something that you're going to be able to make a lot of money with and stick with. We're going to go over how to get your first few consistent campaigns quickly, and this is my favorite part about things, because having a hands-off income is the power of internet marketing as compared to any other area in any other area of business, stocks or real estate, because having the ability to be hands off allows you to be wherever you want in the world, and to be able to be wherever you want, location freedom, and also have freedom of time. I don't, unlike, I have stock trader buddies, they have to wake up at an alarm clock each day. That fucking sucks. So the hands-off part is my favorite. I'm going to show you how to determine what's worthwhile to market, and the math to making $100,000 a year marketing things online. And at the very end, we're going to have a live question and answer session. So throughout the webinar, please feel free to type in your questions. My assistant, Jolynn, is jotting everything down, and she's going to select the best questions at the very end of the webinar to send to me, and I'll answer questions you guys have. So if you stick with me to the end of the webinar, I'm going to give you guys a present. So I'm going to give you guys all the slides to download, all of the templates and the swipe files I've used throughout this webinar, and these are very costly things. It took me a lot of time to put together, and they're going to help you out a lot. So if that all sounds good, type in yes, and we will start going. Affiliate marketers, and they want to learn how to make more money. And this is also for employees that are looking to quit their 9-to-5 jobs and start a business of their own. And that's really important. And I have a really soft spot in my heart for people who are in the corporate world, and I really geared this program around people who want to quit their jobs for good, because I came from the corporate world and I worked a 9-to-5 job and absolutely hated my life, hated waking up each day, hated living in the city that I lived in. You know, I love the freedom that internet businesses afford you. So this is for you. Now, a few house rules today. I want to make clear this is not a get rich easy, you know, system that I'm going over. This takes hard work. This is also not a do nothing, but you know, here's a magic button or a glitch or a loophole or you know, some sort of trick. There, you know, this business takes real skills. It takes real work. It's a real business, and it makes people real money. So you know, it's a very legitimate thing. And also, I have to say this, you know, but neither my results nor my students' results are typical. The people you're going to hear about are hardworking. And what does this mean? You know, this means full-time jobs are becoming rarer and harder to find and harder to keep, and marketing jobs are becoming much easier to get and more popular. Now, the marketing opportunity is massive. Whereas jobs are going away, you know, marketing is increasing. You know, right now Forbes estimates the marketing industry to be $189 billion a year, and it's predicted to grow 78% by 2020 to $336 billion. Now, the internet has broken down all of the traditional walls of marketing. Anybody can start a marketing business working from home or with just a laptop and a cell phone. Now, we can reach literally anybody through channels such as Facebook, YouTube, Google for nothing. It doesn't cost. Semi-rural Ojai, California, which is a town about an hour or two north of LA, and beautiful town of 8,000 people, really beautiful and pristine. Now, I grew my marketing business from nothing to almost $500,000 a month in less than 3 years' time. Now, this is where I used to work. This is what I call my cubicle cell. I used to work in a corporate job, a corporate 9-to-5, and you know, I thought working in a cubicle was hell, and it was awful. And you know, I quit my job and I tried. You know, I moved here. This was my office, and this was my apartment, where I worked trying to get freelance clients and do freelance marketing for people. Now, it may not look like it, but that couch is actually my bed, and that little table you see there is where I worked each day. So, and I lived with a drug addict. I don't know what he was on, but you know, I was doing it to save on rent, and it was awful. Now, I mean, so this picture, the slide right now, you know, that's me. That's me. So that's me without a beard. That's me when I was working the corporate life. And I hated who I was back then. I hated my job. I hated my boss. I hated waking up each day to do work that I didn't enjoy or didn't fulfill me. And the old me, you know, had 2 failed companies, you know, a tutoring business and an info product business. I'd been trying and failing. The old me, you know, finally quit his job and, you know, was trying to do this freelance, living in the spare room of a drug addict to save money. The old me had spent all of the money he had and more trying to get his businesses working. And the old me had his family and friends constantly nagging me to get a job, you know, saying I needed to get a job, you know, and give up on this freaking dream of working for myself and having freedom. Give up on your dream of freedom is just the most ridiculous thing, because what we're doing at the day, I don't mean to go on a rant, but what we're doing at the end of the day by starting our own business is creating freedom for ourselves. And somebody saying that you should get a job is basically saying that you should give up on your freedom, on your ability to obtain freedom. And I saw that as a mark. You know, I said fuck you, I'm doing this. Now, this is what happened